another week passes, and it's surprising that how every week the story of Banana Fish is always so intriguing. Like every week they put in a surprise element which just makes you go like, wow, that happened. So yeah, this week too, I was kind of surprised by what had happened by Griffin's death. I mean, like this was this is quite a major thing for the series because Griffin, he was this key part of the series. He was the one who tied every dots, like every single dots of the series. And with his death, most of the dots are gone. Not all of them, but most of the dots, most of the clues that would get Dino behind bars are gone. Like that's a lot. Like Griffin is most probably the guy with the most knowledge of what banana fish really means. And now that he's dead, a lot of clues are gone. And at the same time, we also have clues like what what Ash said at the end of the episode about Los Angeles 42nd Westwood. I think so. That's what it was. Uh, that about that, and then there was also the thing with the portal, like with that thing. We also come to know that it's something like what was it again? HSD, something like that. HSC, something like that. I forgot. I forgot what it was, but something like that chemical. But it basically makes your mind go berserk, which basically happened to Griffin in episode one. It basically makes your mind go berserk. Makes you go bonkers, and you like, and basically it's basically suicide, and the effect lasts for 24 hours or longer. The doctor said. So yeah, there were certain things that kinda put in when you put in the dots, it kinda gives a clue, but at the same time there are so many clues that go with Griffin because Griffin had came back, he was back, his memory was back. As soon as he saw the doctor, the other doctor, the glasses who was holding the gun, he basically got his memory back somehow. And he even said banana fish, and another word that was in that sentence was abra. And most probably this could be another clue to what banana fish actually is. Now, again, we don't know what banana fish is. Banana fish could be the name of the drug. It could be the name of the organization. It could be a name of a person. There's a lot of things that banana fish could be like. It's very obvious that banana fish isn't discovered yet. Like everybody's thinking banana fish is a different thing. It's not discovered yet. So it's obvious that this could be something. So because Max thinks this is an organization or this is a person or a drug route, that could be another thing that banana fish actually is. And you're AG and everyone think that it's this drug that is called banana fish. And now with this guy, Griffin, he basically said banana fish to the doctor. So there is more like there's more clues, but there is no clues at all about what's happening here because it's been banana fish has been called a lot of things. So it's kind of confusing what banana fish really is with this episode. Like it makes you more confused about what banana fish really means. Now, another thing about this episode was the character development for Max. Now, Max, being the character he is, he, how would I put it? I, I wouldn't have expected his character to be like this. Like, he it seems like he's divorced with his wife, and right now his wife is the one who has the child. It seems like that's the case with Max. but I could be wrong, and the case could be something else. But to what I see, this is the case with Max. So yeah, that seems like his case. We also get a little like a bonding fight scene between uh, between Max and Ash. Like it wasn't a serious. I wouldn't say it was a serious fight scene after Ash came to know about Griffin's death. It's funny to see that fight scene because it was kind of a it was a serious fight scene, at the same time it wasn't. Like they both were just punching each other to punch each other. That's basically what I saw there. And I think so that's most of the stuff that was happening in this episode. Other than that, it was pretty much normal stuff, your fight scenes. There wasn't any major fight scenes, I would say, that would be like, yo, okay. Also, now that Ash beat down Bull in front of all the cellmates. I'm pretty sure that Ash basically would is pretty famous for his beatdown now, and not only the stuff he had went through with uh, Faulkner. I think so. That's how his name is pronounced, Faulkner. I think so. Yeah. I think so. That's how it is. But yeah, that's with that. I think so. The prisoners wouldn't try to go up against Ash, would not square up against Ash or that fight. We also get, oh yeah, this one. Ooh, right, right where you don't want it, right? Ash stabs the spoon right where you don't want that. Oh, not the spoon, the fork. Right where you don't want it to be. Like, that would have been painful. And I think so that guy deserved it. Like, dude, you literally, you literally molested this guy. So, I think so you deserve that. I, I just don't know what to say. That was a funny scene for me. But yeah, all over, it was a fun episode. It was still dark. It was still having that humor in it, and it also it also was like it also gives a lot and like provides a lot of content, unlike some dark series which just provide little content and they just go on with each episode, like very little clue, very little content to what goes on. But this series does a great job at providing content, at the same time improving relationships, at the same time developing characters. Great execution with that, like amazing job with this series. Now, all this aside, all this aside, I also want to talk about how Shutter, I think that's his name, Shutter. He basically he basically was the Chinese guy from the restaurant. That was funny too. Like, that shit was funny. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We also see Age's character development in this episode with how he just basically refuses to go to Japan, and he basically is try to stay here, try to figure out what's going on, try to help Ash. It's we also get that development, like AG being the caring person, that he is the type of guy who will care for people. It just is very simple. That's how it seems with AG. So yeah, that's pretty much about this episode. Most of the stuff I've covered in this episode. If I've missed, just let me know if I missed something. All over again, great episode, great job at executing it, like always, like 3 episodes, great job executed it. Episode 4 again, great job executing this episode. So yeah, let me know what you think about this episode of Banana Fish, and let me know what you think about the prison things going on in the prison. Let me know what you think about Griffin's death, how it's gonna have impact. Let me know what you think about that. Manga readers, did not spoil it because it's gonna be, it kind of happens when the manga reader spoils stuff. It kind of just takes away the excitement to know what's gonna happen next. So I'm just saying, manga readers do not spoil stuff. So yeah, let me know what you think about this episode, and I'll see you in the next video. As always, peace.